Tuko na the Honorable Wamalwa, kiongozi wetu. Kuja useme jambo. His late brother was vice president to Mwai Kibaki na alikuwa na kizungu mingi sana. Hata huyu ana kizungu mingi. Sio mingi sana. But he served Mwai Kibaki well. So kuja useme jambo.
Asante sana. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Kibaki family, the DP leadership, the distinguished panel, and distinguished guests. Good afternoon. Let me start by thanking the Kibaki family and also the DP leadership for giving us the opportunity to be here today to remember a great leader. And as His Excellency has said, I think he's the most consequential leader of our republic. And as we remember him today, we remember words of a wise man who said that sometimes we are all warmed by fires we did not light, and we drink from wells we did not dig. This great leader, when you look at his symbol, there was something very unique about Kibaki. It was always about light. His symbol at DP ilikuwa ni taa, mwangaza, lighting the way. When we came to NAC and several of our parties came together, my late brother had fought Kenya, we had others. Forming NAC again, Kibaki chose light, mwenge, yes, the torch, yes, to light the way. And the light that he left us is the Vision 2030. That is still the light guiding the journey that is our national development. We're in 2025. We have 5 years to go to 2030. So as we meet here today as leaders, let us start thinking about another light, that from 2027, as we form the next government, we can have a leadership that can light another light beyond 2030, beyond Africa Agenda 2063. And I see that leadership in this room. I see the next government in this room. I thank the organizers for choosing this historic venue. Mwai Kibaki once met here with his friend Wamalwa Kijana and his other friend Charity Ngilu. The late Kihika Kimani asked, ni nini wanaume wawili wanafanya na mwanamke moja kwa hoteli? Kumbe Kibaki was forming the next government. Yes. So those of you who are here, Kibaki's friends, let us look at this as a 202 moment. Let us drink from this well of inspiration. Because apart from Vision 2030, the greatest legacy left us was the Constitution. He appointed me as Minister for Justice. And I remember when I invited him to address the judiciary, they were bidding him farewell. I told him, Mr. President, I don't know what historians will write about you. What will be your greatest legacy? They would have a hard time because they would wonder whether free primary education was your greatest legacy. They would wonder whether the phenomenal infrastructure development was your greatest legacy. But I told him, Your Excellency, I think your greatest legacy will be the Constitution 2010. All we need to do as a country is to remain and to protect that Constitution and to implement it fully and faithfully. It's being violated time and again. It was violated last year on the 25th of June, when young people, the Gen Z, were slaughtered, demanding for accountability, good governance, and an end to corruption. Yesterday I was in Nakuru as a lawyer acting for Butere Girls. We are not talking about the Gen Z. This is the Gen Alpha, kids, children, being tear-gassed, being injured, being denied one of the most fundamental freedoms in that Constitution, freedom of expression. A child should be allowed to express themselves freely, not as a favor from the state, but it is a constitutional protection of our children, nationally and internationally. So as we remember Mwai Kibaki, let us remember to remain and to uphold fidelity to our Constitution and to get in place the right leadership in 2027. Thank you and God bless you.
I think Ambassador Muthaura, please come and say something. We look upon you in public service. You are such a mentor.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. I really wish to congratulate very much all those who have organized this event. Sometimes in Kenya, we forget our leaders. And what we are doing now is to make sure that we don't forget our leaders. Through appreciation, we become visionary so that we are able to do more and value our contributions to the country. I want to say that the professors who spoke to us about Kibaki, I think they spoke very well, but I think they forgot a few things which would have even made their presentations very strong. And this is education. I think Kibaki made a great impact in this country on education, not just primary. You know, because the party came with the free primary. But soon after that, Kibaki introduced free day secondary so that to expand, the middle, the middle education. So that really expanded education in this country. It did not stop there. He also introduced Tibet so that every county, every county, and to have a technical institute to empower people. More than that, he expanded the university education from 6 public universities to 22. And soon after, the number went even up to, I think, 33, 34. So for me, the impact that Kibaki has had on education is really what is transforming this country. There's no doubt. Sometimes we get a bit worried about the youth in the country, but the youth has been empowered. So we have a responsibility as leaders to make sure that we act ahead of the youth by expanding the economy. I'll tell you how, when Mungiki became a nuisance, when the Ministry of Youth was created, was in response to the Mungiki menace. And we realized, Kibaki realized, that a lot of these people, youth, are idle. What do we do to make sure that they have opportunities for employment? So what we did was, to take care of the youth was to expand the education, of course, so that they stay in school longer and they are more technically empowered to do that. Then on top of that, he really identified the sectors that needed to be expanded so that they can create more jobs. At that time, Nairobi, there were no high-rise buildings. In fact, we used to have Nyao high-rise somewhere near down Nairobi Dam, Nyao high-rise as more estate. There was Kariako, which was done very early, and there's more high-rise also estate in Outer Ring. We didn't have high-rise apartments. So Kibaki opened up Nairobi for high-rise buildings and multi-purpose, multiple use of buildings, not just residential. You can imagine Upper Hill were just bungalows. How many people are in Hapa here in bungalows in 1 week each? How many people? Places like Kilimani, places like all these areas around Nairobi, even Parklands, Westlands, Lavington, they were just bungalows with very few people. People having just 1 acre in one house, a family of 2 or 3. So you opened up and look at Nairobi today.